a quick video. I want to talk about the equalizer real quick, but they screwed up the equalizer. They freaking matriarchy on it. They put gynocracy on it. They changed it from a black man to a freaking female. They messed it up. Why did that? Excuse me, but if they're gonna make it to a TV show, why didn't they just use another brother instead of a female? I mean, you don't see them making John Wick and then make a TV show about John Wick instead of a male is gonna be a female. You don't see them doing that. And this is what I'm talking about, the misandry, the disrespect of Hollywood. They ruined the opportunity to turn the equalizer into like a series. They could have made a second movie and a third movie. They could have built a whole series just like they did with John Wick. And then after they build a sequel or a third movie, they don't have to make a third movie. They could have just made a sequel and that's it. And then they could have had a crossover, make a movie and have a crossover between John Wick and the Equalizer. So right there you can have that black and Asian dynamic duo right there. Two masculine men handling the business, kicking ass and saving the day and beating the bad guys, you know, like Rush Hour, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. They could have did something like that. That's why they got the Equalizer with Queen Latifah, right? They're gonna make a crossover between that and one of those CIA shows. It's the one with LL Cool J in. And I'm like, ain't this some bullshit? And I got issues with this. I got issues with Hollywood. And they, not only did they put black male images below that of, you know, Chad, Mr. Clean, they undermine the black male image by using the daggle as proxy. Like, they will uplift the daggle at the expense of the everyday man. And I can't rock with that. I don't agree with that. Not at our expense. They could have just created a whole new TV show and called it something else instead. I give you another prime example of how Hollywood, they undermine everyday man at the expense, you know, just to uplift the so-called daggle. But Black Panther, they're not going to recast King T'Challa's character. They're not going to recast him because, oh, we don't want to we want to respect old dude's legacy and the impact he had on that character. Bro, he's not the only actor. I'm pretty sure if you give somebody else a chance, they can do good. But they want to do that on purpose just so they can make that black female Black Panther. Bro, I'm not watching that bullshit. And then they're going to bring Rara, I think that's her name, Rara Williams. But basically, Ironheart, the Daggle version of Iron Man. They're going to bring her in the movie. Bro, this is this matriarchy, bro. This is gynocracy. This is what I've been talking about. I pointed this out in that Black Panther video I made about how it was some gynocracy in that movie. If you look at the movie, the Black Panther movie, it had a bunch of gynocracy undertones in it. It's like they made the character King T'Challa weaker. It was like he was weaker in the movie compared to the Civil War. I argued with somebody with that before, and they talking about how old dude was sick during that movie, during the Black Panther movie. But that's not necessarily a good excuse because they could have used stunt doubles to play certain scenes, like especially being inside the suit. They just made his character weak. The way they root his character was weak. And it seemed like the movie's about the women. They showed the women kicking ass. They made it show the women the badass, but they didn't show the dudes as the badass. they underpowered the man in the movie. It just has so many matriarchal undertones in that movie. It was an okay movie. It was a solid movie, but it could have been better. King T'Challa, he was a lot more stronger. He was a lot more powerful in Civil War. The way his character was written, he was written as strong, masculine, and he had a dominant force in the movie, a strong presence in the movie. And his character was being written by a white dude. In the Black Panther movie, his character was being written by a black dude. You know, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and say that the black dude's a simp. But you know, but the point of the video is that they missed a bunch of opportunities with the Equalizer. And I'm waiting on that Yasuke movie, a live action one. I'm waiting on that. I haven't watched the anime yet, but I'm gonna hop on it soon. And for what I heard he got screwed over. Like historically, he got screwed over at the end. That's what I heard. By the same people who trying to fight for their honor. But this is it. I just want to point something out.